James. Let's spin the Lakerland wheel for the next topic. So, DAngelo Russell, I saw reports today, Lakerland on social media. The Lakers are shopping DAngelo Russell in a trade. It is kind of, I don't want to say official because we didn't hear it directly from the horse's mouth, but there are tons of reports going around in the NBA community right now, within the hour, that the Lakers are trying to shop DAngelo Russell in the trade. They are feeling like they are not going to be tricked for the third year in the playoffs by DAngelo Russell. Very interesting take. Lakerland, I have a huge problem with this report of the Lakers trying to trade DAngelo Russell. And here's why. Respectfully, what competitor out there that could help the Lakers in a trade wants D'Lo? Who wants DAngelo Russell? Respectfully. I know there's teams in the NBA. There's 30 teams in the NBA. There's teams that would take him. There are growing teams, I think, that would take him. I thought he would possibly go to the Orlando Magic. They are on the borderline of some success. But teams that are really close to getting to the promised land, they're not going to give up their core or anything relevant to what they have going on for D'Lo. We've read this book before with DAngelo Russell. Now, he played outstanding last year when his name was in trade talks. When they had his name in trade talks, he played MVP like. He really was one of the catalysts that helped the Lakers in the second half of the season. Then he pretty much shit the bed in the playoffs for the second straight year. Now, it was against the Denver Nuggets, so maybe it's a matchup issue, but we can only go by the actual fact. He has struggled through the postseason when the Lakers needed him the most. So now we're into the offseason with the second month of free agency. Rob Pelinka has done absolutely nothing as far as trades or signing free agents. LeBron James had offered to take a pay cut, not once, but twice. Still didn't get anybody into LA. Now we have this story about DAngelo Russell being shopped and traded. And my problem with this is that I understand and I know the reality of that no one other than AD and LeBron is untouchable for this Lakers roster right now. But if there's no trade out there realistically in real time available to put D'Lo in, why the hell would you cast this report out to the NBA community, out to the world, knowing how emotional of a player and an individual DAngelo Russell is? You're now going to have this man going into training camp and starting the season off with absolutely, positively no stability. Absolutely, positively no stability. And it only makes matters worse for the Lakers. Anthony Davis and LeBron James are out there in Paris. They about to be balling out. Chances are those guys could be gassed by the time the regular season starts for the Lakers. So you need everything that you have going in your favor outside of those two superstars. Mentally, you got D'Lo coming in this season feeling like he's not wanted, man. That's just a bad look. That's just a bad look. I get it. His contract, his years, him being a veteran player, I understand that they would probably trade him eventually before the trade deadline. I'm not trying to make it seem like he's untouchable, but I like D'Lo with us right now. And there's nothing out there better that's available. So why would you let this report leak in the atmosphere? Because it's only going to cause more confusion. This really upset me, and I'm wondering where DAngelo mind's state is, because he doesn't owe the Lakers anything. They basically shitted on him going into 2 seasons in a row. And for the most part, for the regular season, he was very pivotal in the success of the Lakers. It's what happened in the playoffs that disappoints you the most. And when you're the Lakers, championship is the expectation. So I'm not mad if they was to trade DAngelo Russell, but the timing of this report, It absolutely makes no sense, especially when you know that there's no guys out there in the trade realistically that want. Who wants D'Angelo Russell? Who? Give me one team that is on the cusp of winning an NBA championship or at least going to the NBA finals that is willing to shake up their core that they have right now for D'Angelo Russell. Name one team in the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference. Name one. I'm not saying D'Lo couldn't help a team, but no one is going to trade or give up what they have going right now for D'Lo. He's too unpredictable in the playoffs. But I like him. I love the chemistry he has with Anthony Davis. I love the chemistry he has with LeBron. I love the way he leads, even when those guys are not on the court. You know, the pick and roll with him in AD is just as good to me as the pick and roll with LeBron and AD. You know, it just gets to the point that you really have to judge D'Angelo Russell, I believe, in March and April when the playoffs come. But to put this out there, man, this was just a bad look. And I'm looking at Rob Pelinka once again, funny style. What are you doing? I don't know, Lakerland. This just kind of threw me for a major loop. And I definitely want your guys' thoughts and opinions on D'Angelo Russell being shopped by the Lakers. I know it's a reality. He's not untouchable. His contract would actually warrant it, but there is no one out there. There's no Kevin Durant trade coming down the pipeline. There's no Steph Curry trade coming down the pipeline. There's nothing. Salute to you, Kyle, JD1. There's nothing happening right now. So it's just like, bro, don't put nothing out in the atmosphere that's going to make somebody emotional, more disengaged into wanting to play. We need D'Lo right now. The starting five that the Lakers have, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Anthony Davis, that's been the core for the success of the Lakers, if you want to call it success, for the last couple of years. The playoff run have included those guys. When you look at the rotation, the second unit, nobody. Who's the leader there? Dalton Connect? Bronny? And then an unproven coaching staff. Like, you know, it's going to get real weird in Los Angeles. I'm not even going to lie. For the latest and greatest on your Los Angeles Lakers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we appreciate the support. Follow us on social media at Lakerland Show and join our Playback TV room for our free VIP access to our Lakers watch parties and, of course, the Lakerland podcast. That's playback.tv/Lakerland.